Hello everyone, and welcome to my Days of Lies official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Days of Our Lives went out of its way to keep me entertained this week, with my least favorite storyline finishing off with some unexpected emotion, a double wedding where almost everyone dislikes each other, and a new, passionate love for Melinda. But is all of this aimed at resolving some of the show's more divisive characters? So, Dimitri genuinely cares about Leo. We finally found out where his head was with his breakdown when he was alone, and not trying to play an angle for anyone. I can't believe I'm warming up to Leo because those two are so much fun, even if he is the worst buddy in the world. Gwen's reaction to learning she was having a double wedding after the last one was a disaster was priceless. I also recall how well executed that affair was. While this will never reach those heights, I'm already having fun with the shade being thrown around left and right. From Gabby informing Rafi they're having a double wedding, and the more the merrier, oh, if you say so, to Jada's reaction when Nicole's wedding was postponed. Oh, what a shame. And the dimmer living room looks stunning wrapped in white flowers. I'm unhappy, however, that Rafe, Joda, and Kristen are the only guests. And Nicole, if she ever shows up. I know the Dimmerers aren't the most popular family in the world, but certainly, Chad, Stephanie, and Johnny, with Channel as his date, might have been able to make it. I know Chad would rather pull off his own arm than attend Dimitri and Gwen's wedding, but it would have been even more funny if he and Steph had been at Stephen's and discovered it was a double wedding. You may see a photo gallery of it here. I could see where this was going. I knew that'd be an excuse, and that Gwen would most likely offer it. It was far too early for this to come out, but I was still hoping for the best. I'm still hoping that the three of them will join forces, but that moment is past. Gwen's long, impassioned monologue to Leo about how she has finally met someone who is exclusively interested in her has shattered that. And as much as I doubt she'd be duped that easily, no matter how desperate she is, Days of Our Lives is clearly guiding her to complete despair when this comes out. Leo isn't going to call off the wedding, but Kristen is confident that the truth will eventually come to light. So I can see this going in two directions. 1. Gwen discovers the truth and demands her share of the fortune, making Dimitri's life horrible while she plays along. And 2. Gwen has had enough. It's evident she sees this as her last chance at happiness. Will money be enough for Gwen when Dimitri crushes her heart and her sole friend in town betrays her? I have my doubts. Instead, she may determine that there is nothing left for her in Salem and decide to burn it all down before leaving. Ruin Dimitri's inheritance aspirations, dismiss Leo from the Spectator, air all their dirty linen, and leave Salem to start a new life somewhere else. Nothing has worked well since she arrived, and she has placed so much trust in this love that she has nothing left for her. We already know that Stefan and Gaby's marriage would conclude with her departure, but what if both partnerships finish up with the brides leaving town? My feelings about the Whitley situation aren't hidden from anyone who's been there with me through it all, but this week hit some positive notes. Whitley's narrative went off the tracks. There is something so pitiful about a lady rocking herself while hugging a toy cat that I couldn't help but feel sorry for her. As usual, Marlena's compassion comes out on top, and almost saved the day on its own if it hadn't been for the Keystone cops breaking in and nearly ruining everything. But all was oak since Abby was saved, which brings me to the next beat I enjoyed. Abe's family gathered around him. I laughed when Paulina grabbed an entire framed portrait from her purse, but the big thrill came when Lonnie went in to visit her father. He didn't identify her, but he knew she was the one who had saved him, and their bond shone through regardless of the circumstances. Then there was the final chapter, Paulina. With her panic attacks and almost continual state of stress, she's been on edge for a long time, and her ranting has been turned up and flung at almost everyone. But pitiful or not, I felt that moment with Whitley in the police station. Paulina's wrath, fury, and slap were all spot on. That being said, we're done, and I'm ready to move on. and away from this never-ending bombardment of threats and psychos. Learn how here. Babies are an embarrassment. I was hoping that EJ was the father of Nicole's baby after all, but as we discovered on Friday, it was not to be. It's Eric calling. Unless Nicole slept with someone else whom she forgot about, Sloane is ready to dig herself even deeper into her hole. Because just as Gwen gave a huge speech today to explain her previous acts, Sloane did the same with Melinda and her wish to start a new family earlier in the week. And as with Gwen, it's evident she's past the point of no return. It would be a fractured family if Nicole and Sloane both raised Eric's children, but I have a feeling they're pushing Sloane to the point where she'll almost surely lose the baby. I'm not sure if she'll replace it with Nicole's, as I speculated last week, but they're making Sloane unsuitable for a future with Eric, and losing the kid would be the final straw that would bring him and Nicole together. I only hope they don't trash Sloane to the point where she leaves Salem as well. So we're all in love with Melinda now, right? I wanted to go on a date with her since her reprimanding Alex was so right on, from his infatuation with Stephanie to his crazy fake glasses fixation. Thank you for agreeing, Chad. And I'm suddenly caring for Eli and appreciating their relationship. Everything about this narrative works for me and feels right, even Trip telling Lee and Wendy about Haley. It's an excellent use of history, and he's been placed in the ideal position for it to happen spontaneously. As for Alex, Stephanie should keep her distance from him. She's given him opportunity after opportunity, and he keeps pushing and vowing to change. There comes a time when you simply have to call it. At this point, she's basically enabling the crap out of him. Stop interacting. Strange thoughts. Asterisk seeing Connie again was fun, but Salem should be careful if she's looking for a date with an attempted murderer. Asterisk congratulations, ref. Everyone else took care of your responsibilities. Sorry about your previous job. Caleb telling him everything about Aid was hilarious. Utterly pitiful. Asterisk oak. Occasionally the devil references are worth it, like as Leah's complaint about not being able to discover gossip in a town where there is serial demonic possession. Asterisk Dimitri is a deceiver. He was not, in fact, entirely naked on the ground. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, so please don't forget to subscribe my channel and don't miss any update.